A young woman lays dying, having taken arsenic, jilted by the man she loved. She passed away late one morning in 1893. The events that were to follow set off a chain reaction which would condemn a man to die by a bullet fired 20 years earlier.
Henry Ziegland came into town as a trader and a merchant and obtained a small holding outside of town. He befriended a young man in town named Wilbert Wilton, who had a fetching young sister named Margene. Henry and Margene fell in love.
The courtship led to their engagement just months later. And at 31, it seemed to Margene that Ziegland was ready to settle down and marry. But suddenly, Ziegland ended their romance, wanting no further contact with the pretty youngster.
The two young lovers were under a looking glass. Not only was she distraught from having been jilted by her lover, but she also became something of a social pariah as well. The combination of the two led the young lady to suicide.
Aged just 19, tragically, her life was over.
Wilton felt betrayed by his best friend Ziegland. It was only logical in Texas in 1893 to have vengeance.
And then eye shall not pity, but life shall go for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
He buried his little sister, went out and confronted Ziegland on his land.
Ziegland! Why? Why'd you kill my sister?
I ain't done no such thing. She killed herself and you damn well know it. You ain't fit to live! And I'm gonna make sure you don't.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life for a life.
Wilton pulled a .41 caliber revolver and shot him in the head. Wilton, thinking Ziegland was dead, decided to end his life and committed suicide. The bullet did not kill Ziegland. Ziegland merely fell to the ground. Henry was only grazed by the bullet.
The bullet, which nicked Ziegland's forehead, ricocheted and lodged in a nearby tree, where it remained for 2 decades. The community of Honey Grove put the tragedy behind it, and Ziegland, once recovered, continued to tend his land.
In 1913, he was out trying to remove some trees from his property. He just happened to pick the tree nearby where he was shot. The tree exploded. The bullet, which was intact after 20 years, dislodged and hit him directly in the head. The bullet just more or less sailed unerringly for his head, striking him and killing him immediately.
The bullet with a memory, first fired by Wilton to avenge the death of his teenage sister, had sealed Ziegland's fate.
The bullet coming out of the wood and striking the same man for which it was intended, that's 1,000,000 to 1 shot.